Meteorologist Shanna Mendiola is tracking it all in her first alert forecast. Hey, Shanna.
Just so warm outside already, and we're going to continue to see the warm up. So let's get to it here on this Friday with 70s outside at LAX and the beaches. Again, one of those locations where, yes, you might want to enjoy, but be aware that we do have high levels of bacteria in the water. And again, runoff from some of those recent storms. That is going to allow things to be a little sketchy in the water. You won't want to get in there, but maybe stay on the sand or enjoy the view from the beaches. All right, we've got temperatures in the 70s right now. A 9-degree warm up compared to yesterday, and all around you can see the bigger warm up for us in the valleys and the Inland Empire with some low to upper 70s on the way for today. So overall, we've been seeing these temperatures climb, and the reason is because we've had some really weak offshore winds, but a strengthening ridge of high pressure to keep any storm out of the way, any potential for us to get cooler out of the way as well. So although we start off the mornings cool with just isolated areas of fog in the mornings, we clear it to sunshine, and here we go, 80 degrees for this Friday as we wrap things up in Van Nuys. Riverside 80 for you, Lake Elsinore also 80, and in Orange County, a day that feels more like summer outside rather than February and winter. We're going to continue to see this weather pattern in place. I'll show you how long for that in just a few minutes with your 7-day forecast. We'll send it back to Jonathan.
We'll see you soon, Shanna. Thank you. Next here for us.
Hey there, Jonathan. So we're on our way to some 80s out there. That is not typical for February, as we know. And the reason is because we have offshore winds in the forecast as well as a strengthening ridge. So we'll start off with those winds right now because you can see LA Ventura County dealing with offshore winds that are right at 30 miles per hour or less. So nothing that's too strong, but enough to warm us up here today and clear those skies. So we've also got some wind from Victorville down into the Cajon Pass through Ontario and Riverside. These winds are all expected to weaken as we head to this afternoon, and that's why we've got a wind advisory till 2. So after the 2 o'clock hour, those winds that are out there already are going to subside. But again, this is not for everyone. A lot of locations calm right now and warm, and we're going to talk about those temperatures after these winds die down. So let's focus on why we're looking at these winds and what's happening over the next few days. We have offshore winds to kick off that warming trend, and then this ridge of high pressure strengthening and moving inland for us here in Southern California to make things dry, not produce any rain. You can see all that rain stays to the north, and it allows temperatures to warm gradually through the week. So I think as long as this ridge of high pressure is in place, we're really not going to see much cooling here over the next week or so, and we're going to wrap up the month of February on a very warm note. Possibly breaking records here next week as we head to Wednesday. Check this out. Van Nuys in the upper 70s today, which is already above average, but we keep the climb going. Sunday, 81, 83 Monday, 87 on Tuesday. Wednesday, the warmest day of the week, close to 90 in the valleys. It's going to be very warm outside, so let's pretend it's summer for a minute. The next 7 days are going to be well above average. So your weekend forecast, like we mentioned, a warming trend begins and continues. We've got no issues here this weekend except for the warmth. So be ready for some 70s and sunshine both Saturday and Sunday. LA, Orange County, 80s on the way both days, and also getting warmer for the valleys and Inland Empire with 81 tomorrow. Sunday, 84 degrees. The mountains also well above average with temperatures in the 50s both days. Could possibly be seeing some snow melt up in those mountains. So if you get any ski runs in, I don't think you're going to have concerns on the roads, but you definitely will look at some sunshine and warm temperatures as well. All right, breaking down the next 7 days, we've got some morning fog for the next couple mornings, but clearing to afternoon sunshine. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Thursday will be in the 80s, so much warmer. 70s for you at the beaches with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s as we head to next week. Some of the warmest days will be Tuesday and Wednesday, which we'll be following on this forecast. So check that out, close to 90 as we head to Tuesday and Wednesday in the Inland Empire. Really not typical for this time of year, as we know. We got to get ready for the warmth in the deserts as well. If you want those 90s, head over to the low desert. It'll be in the 80s all weekend long and warmer as we head to next week. Your mountain forecast dry as well. Some 60s on the way. Overnight lows still very chilly, but as we get that sun to warm us up, I think everyone's looking at a very warm February week ahead. That's been a look at your forecast. I'll send it right back to Jonathan.
Shanna, thank you. We are following breaking